Technical Difficulties proudly presents Laff to Keep from Crying, a collection of skits loosely associated around the subject of depression. This will hopefully be the first episode in a series of podcasts where I will attempt to bring compassion and humor and levity to the very serious subject of mental illness. And while we here at Technical Difficulties definitely subscribe to the axiom that laughter is the best medicine, it's still no substitute for the therapeutic advice of a medical professional, nor will it be covered by your insurance company. But then again, what is these days? We hope you enjoy the comedic proceedings and would like to remind you that this episode almost didn't happen because for most of the day I felt like a total piece of shit. And now on with the comedy! Are you depressed again, Stuart? Yes, I told you that this morning. And you're not over it already? Honestly, what does it take with you kids these days? What do you mean already? This morning was only 2 hours ago. That's no excuse, young man. I mean, when I was your age, I got blue just like anybody else, but I found constructive ways out of it, like artistic expression, wild unbridled sex. You did that when you were 14 years old? You bet I did. Well, I doubt that very much. You don't have an artistic bone in your body. Be that as it may, I expect you to start cheering up right now, young man. Suffering from depression, anxiety, feelings of self-loathing and despair? Well, maybe you should try cheering up. Cheering up is the all-natural way to chase away the symptoms of nasty old Mr. Depression. How does it work? It's simple. When you start being consumed by self-destructive dark thoughts and thinking that the world would be better off without you, just knock it off. And then, just sort of be happy about stuff. Imagine all those years of suffering or torment gone in an instant and you didn't think of that even once. So the next time you're trapped in a pit of existential horror and despair, don't give up. Cheer up! And remember, just cheering up is recommended by 9 out of 10 relatives, friends, and total strangers. Man, I should have thought of this sooner. Thanks for nothing, Mom. Don't talk to your mother that way. Are you still taking your medication? Well, yeah, Dad, but I'm not sure it's helping. Explain that with a song parody. One pill made you nauseous, and one pill made you numb. And that last one the doctor recommended made it really hard to come. Go ask Alice. Her medication combination is pretty good. Maybe she could give you some advice. And we'll just stop that right there before we run into any troubles with ASCAP. So, Alice, it's been a long time since I've seen you. How you doing? Well, I can't complain too much, especially not since the doctor put me on those new medications. Really? What are you taking now? Oh, I'm taking citalopram, paroxetine, and duloxetine. Oh, I tried the duloxetine. It just was not for me. No, my doctor took me off of that and put me on reboxetine. Really? I've never tried that. Is that as good as bupropion? Not as good as bupropion. I put it on the same level as methylphenidate. Oh, I did not like methylphenidate. I put that on the same level as nomethacin. Have either of you tried cetiptaline? Just the one time before my doctor put me on isocarboxazine. Why, is that what you're on? No, I'm on a combination of nefazodone and trazodone. Oh, you should try trazodone and tenaloxazine. Or atomoxetine. Really? Maybe I'll try that after the ammoneptine. Maybe you should. Does anybody remember when we used to get together at parties like this and talk about bands? Yeah, those were dark days. But that's only because we weren't taking the meds yet. True, yeah, true, true. Sure is a nice day, isn't it? It sure is. Yeah. Be a shame if something happened to it. Fuck you, Brain. Yes, it's Fuck You, Brain, the hilarious sitcom about an average Joe whose life is continuously ruined by an ongoing self-destructive internal monologue. Hey, are you asleep? Yes. What do you want? I was just wondering, do you remember the time when you were like 11 years old and your sister walked into the room and she was dressed really nicely because she was going out and that you said that you thought that she looked like a slut in front of your entire family because you didn't know what that word actually meant? Yes. Yes, I do remember that. Good, just checking. Nighty-night! Fuck you, Brain. Wow, you look like a mile of unpaved road. You have trouble getting back to sleep last night? Yes. As a matter of fact, I did. I kept thinking about what you said in the middle of the night, and I couldn't get back to sleep, and I kept having to get up and go pee. You kept having to pee? That's probably an enlarged and/or cancerous prostate. Do you want me to remind you to keep looking up the symptoms of that on WebMD as you're having your coffee this morning? Fuck you, Brain. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello, sir. Hi. Did you find everything you were shopping for this morning? Yeah, I think so. Okay, if you're absolutely sure. Why do you ask? Well, it's just that your basket is full of dozens of containers of expired yogurt, and you're naked, and there's an algebra test you haven't studied for, and your genitals are covered with flies. What? Oh, God! Ah! Oh, Jesus! Hey there, I just noticed you had trouble sleeping last night, so I thought I'd give you a couple of dreams. By the way, I think the yogurt and the flies are symbolic of your worries about your flagging libido. Fuck you, brain! That's Fuck You, Brain. Thursday nights at 8. And 9, and 10, and 11. Pretty much just all the time. Every day. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we certainly hope you've enjoyed this, the pilot episode of Laff to Keep From Crying, and I hope to do more of them in the future as I do more research and have more personal experiences with my own mental illness of anxiety and depression. So don't worry, there'll be plenty more material. God knows there will be. And I hope to expand the range of jokes so I can include even more people in on the fun, things that they can relate to. But always remember that everyone's approach to mental illness and anxiety and depression is unique to them, and their reactions are indeed unique to them. This is a very unique phenomenon. It's like snowflakes. Snowflakes made of shit. So until next time, remember to keep laughing. On the other hand, if I'm being honest, I don't want to oversell people on the idea. My life's not all that miserable. In fact, coming up with these jokes was a little bit difficult because I was actually feeling a lot better. So, there it is. Anyway, I'm Kyan. This is Technical Difficulties. Kyan Chris Conroy. Tekdiff@gmail.com is the mail. I will be getting to those mails that I owe people. Oh God, I owe people so many mails. And, well, you can get more info on twitter.com/techdiff and the Technical Difficulties Facebook pages, of which there are my personal page and 2 other pages. Just look up Technical Difficulties or Technical Difficulties or Tekdiff, Tekdiff. Look them up there. You'll find them, I'm sure. What to say? You know, ran into some problems. Here I am. I'm back. However, it's short-lived because I got a lot of stuff to do to get this house ready before I go on vacation next week. I'm going out to the Bay Area, as I may have mentioned before, for a few days to visit some friends, about a week. And when I get back, so I'm leaving on this coming Wednesday. I'll be back on the following Wednesday, and then I'll pick up the show then. I'm just going to take the time off. No sense making myself crazy, making any promises while I try to... get on with whatever it is I'm getting on with here. I'm doing the show. I'm not going to make myself crazy by doing the show. It was hard enough getting this far. And hopefully October will be a lot better. And I've learned not to make promises because, well, you know how it turns out when you've got a brain that is basically a Jenga tower of stupid. Anyway, thanks so much for listening. Thanks for being patient with me. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks. So until then, please enjoy, stay safe, and, all that kind of stuff. Bye.